Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video from us, Westphalia Digital Nomads. In this video I would like to share with you how our Webasto AirTop 2000 STC work. It's pretty easy and I want to show it to you. I think this is the best situation we can use it. We use it pretty much 24 hours because here in Bansko, Bulgaria, it goes between -5 and -17 degrees. So yeah, we actually need a proper heating system. As well, I will give you some Q&A about it. So let's go inside because it's freezing! And we are inside Mork, and guys, it feels much better. We have 21 degrees now inside and it's warm and cozy. And that's thanks to the Webasto AirTop 2000. So in 2017 we first had the support of Webasto for our movie Vanlifers, that I suggest you to watch if you didn't do it. Here it's the link where you can find the full movie. Is a documentary movie, and then they wrote us separately and they asked if we want to become ambassador. And yes, we had an old heating system and I think that was time to change it and to put something new. So here are the link for the previous two videos. What we found in the box was the unboxing and as well how we installed the Webasto and get the warranty. So I suggest you to watch these two videos because now I want to share what I know so far about how to use it, as we're using it pretty much 24 hours now. So let's see how it works. It's now running, you can see the green light. So the first option is the timer. The good things, you can set up your time when to start the Webasto and when to stop. So for example, if you go to ski as we do every day here, we can avoid to use it during the day, but if I know that I will be back at 5 in the afternoon, I can set up the Webasto like 4:45 to start. So we choose timers, we add a new timers. Let's say today it's what, Sunday, so we go on Sunday. Well, no, we go on Monday for tomorrow, for example. Start time, I said at 5 o'clock, well, 4:45, and stop, I will say at 20. Okay, you can choose normal or ventilation, so but I want of course the heating, so I go normal. You can choose the temperature, I would say 24 degree here, and that's it. So this is what happens when you set up the time. It's pretty cool because I mean you don't have to be inside the van, and it's nice to come back from after a long skiing day and just come in a hot and warm place. You can activate it, here we go, and you can deactivate it, here we go. You can also edit, so if you want to change it, and you can also delete. I'm gonna delete because I don't need it right now. So yeah, that's the timer option. It's pretty cool. As well, you have the heating. So this is pretty basic. You just you can click the button, it goes green, or you can click the button that it's inside the wheel. With the wheel you can choose how many degrees. I will put 24 right now, and here we go. The Webasto start to put some diesel in the diesel pump and start the heating system. And then you have the ventilation system. You have different levels of the ventilation, more ventilation or less ventilation. This one is not hot air, it's the air that it's inside that ventilate, so maybe more in the summer you can have a little bit of air. So now we go back because I told you there's -5 degrees here. We go back to the heating system. We put 24 degrees, and I prepare here a list of Q&A that will probably solve some of our problems, or of course answer some of your questions. What power outputs are the heaters available in? So there are 3 models: 2 kilowatt, 4 kilowatt and 5 kilowatt. Our it's a 2K. What voltage are the heaters available in? You can have 12 volts or 24 volts. What are the dimensions of the heaters? So our it's pretty small, the 2000 STC, it's 311 per 120 per 121 millimeters. So we speak about that kind of box. But you can check it in the previous video. How much diesel do the heater use per hour? This is pretty important questions. So it's depend on the heater side. For example, it goes from 0.12 liter to 0.24 liter per hour. And then of course if you got the bigger, it can goes up to 0.67 liter per hour. So as you can see, it's roughly, let's say I usually to put 1 liter of diesel for 4 hours of usage. So it's not that expensive. Can the heater be mounted outside the vehicle? Yes, like ours. You can check the video how we put it under the van, but it's protected by a box, just in case, if we go off-road. How much power does the heater consume? This is another pretty interesting question, because people think, oh yeah, but it will consume so much battery. Well, actually not. The Airtop 2000 STC, the one that we use 14 watts during normal operation, 6 to 7 amps at initial start phase, then 1-2 amps during continuous running. So 1-2 amp, it's really ridiculous. So we're now attached to electricity, but even with our new gel battery, we can just keep going with the heater without any problem. We have the solar panel on top, and even if it's not super sunny right now, we're gonna be fine. What type of controllers are available for the heaters? Well, you have the standard rotary control. It's pretty much like our old Westphalia system. And you got the multi-control, and I can put you in the description a link. It's a virtual tour of the multi-control, so you can see all the options and all the feature, like economical heating, boost heating, ventilation mode, high altitude mode, and timer function. Well, it's all available in the multi-control. Can the heater be used while driving the vehicle? Yes, it can. It's really useful for people that are traveling in the rear of a motorhome. Well, in this case, my lovely wife Mel. It's also ensure you arrive at your destination with a pre-warmed vehicle, and that's not really bad, especially if you go in the mountain. Can the heater be used while you're sleeping? Yes, of course. That's what we do. The heater are thermostatically controlled and safe to run while you're sleeping at night. Do the heaters generate any unpleasant odors? No, it doesn't. Thanks to the continuous improvement in burner technology and fuel quality exhaust odor, it's virtually unnoticeable, and it is directly outside the vehicle. Is there any exposure to a naked flame? No. The heater uses an electrical charge glow pin to initiate the combustion process, which is all contained within the unit's own combustion chamber. So everything happens inside the Webasto. It is possible for the heater to flatten my house battery. As with any appliance, it is possible, but highly unlikely given the low current draw. As I told you, we're connected to electricity, but even without, just only on our battery, it's just consume very little, so will be almost impossible to get out of power. Is there any regular maintenance that must be carried out on the heater? If the heater is installed and operated correctly, there should be no need to maintain the unit. However, it's recommended that the heater should be run 1 hour every month, regardless of the season. You don't want to find yourself in a situation where you need it, like we do right now, and find out that for some reason it doesn't work. After turning the heater on, how long does it take for the heater to produce maximum heat? The combustion process for our Airtop 2000, it takes 105 seconds. so it's less than 2 minutes. After this, the heater will start to heat up the space. So usually when we arrive, we put the heating on, and I would say after maximum 5-7 minutes we start to feel comfortable when, you know, the temperature inside is pretty cold, and it just go, you know, we have a T4, so it's a small space, so as well depends on how big is your van. After turning the heater off, how long does it take to shut it down? The fan will run for a period of time to cool down the heat exchanger. This will depend on how the heater has been running and what the return air temperature is. So usually it takes between 2 and 4 minutes to shut it down. What safety features are built into the heater? Safety features include under or over voltage, overheat temperature sensor in case of vent blockage, heater lock out after 3 false attempt start. In case of an error, fault code, the fuel pump will stop operating to ensure the burner chamber is not flooded with fuel. We had actually a couple weeks ago, we have the display was signed a red light, and it gave us an error code. So I check on the list of all the error code. The problem is that we were out of diesel. So what happens in the morning, I took 2 tanks, so I went to buy 20 liters of diesel, and then things were kind of cool. Is the heater unit covered by warranty? Yes, the heater units comes with a 2-year warranty. So if you install yourself, usually Webasto prefer to the Webasto to be installed by a Webasto dealer, but we install ourselves with the help of Rodrigo from Old School Garage. Hi Rodrigo, thank you so much again. And what we did after that, we stopped by in France into a Webasto dealer that he checked if everything was mounted and in a correct way. So, and at the end he gave us a stamp on the warranty that all the installation we did was correct. So that's it pretty much. A lot of things, but thank God we have the Webasto, because again, during the night with minus 17, it's not really an easy things to stay warm in a van unless you have an airy dog as we do, and you cuddle each other all night and just pray the Lord that you can get to the morning. So that's the thing. And we had some memories about when we started back in 2012 in Greece. The middle part of Greece, it's pretty cool. It's a mountain region. We were nearby the Mount Olympus, that it's the biggest mountain there. We only have like sleeping bags, but kind of cheap one, and in the morning we woke up at minus 7, minus 8, so the only thing we can do at that time was to go outside running on place and just wait till the sun comes out, and just, yeah. So that's it. As you can hear maybe in the background, that's the sound of the ventilation system. It's any other kind of ventilation system, so it cannot be absolutely silent. So this is the sound that the ventilation system produces, but it's pretty quiet if you compare to other machine, and personally it doesn't give me any problem to sleep at night with this sound. So I prefer to sleep well, warm, and not just wake up with blue toes and fingers. So alright, well, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video that I don't know what will be about, but we're gonna figure out. Bye.